I don't know what's going on with Jauan Jennings, why he would be upset. When you lose Bosa and then Fred Warner, man, the offense going to have to carry. Ayuk's out. Pearsall's out. Kittle's out. Everything is going to go through me. When try to get a new deal and you don't get it, and you see the starters are out, you feel like, okay, they're going to regret this because I'm really going to ball. You got to just lock in and just do your job. The ball's going to come to you.
Our friend TJ Houshmandzadeh joins us here on Willard and Dibs. Hey, TJ, thank you for jumping in on short notice. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm good. How y'all been?
We're doing fine. Before we play this Mark Schlereth comment for you, would love to just get your take on everything that we've seen this year from the 49er receiving core, from Kendrick Bourne coming back and popping, Ricky Pearsall hurt again, and now Jauan Jennings with a sideline spat with Kyle Shanahan. What's your take on what's going on, man?
Number one, I'm happy for Kendrick Bourne. You know, he made a name for himself coming up with the Niners. They didn't want to pay him, so obviously you got to take care of your family. He leaves, goes to New England. It doesn't work out. Gets back to the Niners, and the thing is, he is a familiar face at quarterback now. So he played with Mac Jones in New England, so it's that familiar face, and it's that chemistry is crazy. And so I'm happy to see that he's playing well after being injured and having some down years with New England. I don't know why. Well, I don't know what's going on with Jauan Jennings, why he would be upset. The only thing I could think of is that Kendrick Bourne getting too many targets. He would like those targets to go to him. I don't know what it is. You wanted another deal. They didn't give it to you. You're not playing the way you played last year, so the deal you thought you were going to get after this upcoming season is not looking that way right now. And so it's tough in San Francisco. When you lose Bosa and then Fred Warner, man, the offense is going to have to carry. If this defense can just play top 15, Robert Saleh is a genius. I always have thought very highly of him. I know you guys know that. But if he can keep this defense in the top 15 with those two guys, probably two of the top 10 defensive players in the league, he deserves a ton of credit. But Shanahan's a genius, man. He's going to figure out a way to make it go.
And as a receiver, when you see the loss of a couple of big defensive players, wouldn't that make you more motivated to go out there and just cook, knowing that you're now going to have to probably put up 30 to win games?
Oh, of course you would hope that's the case, but I can. Jauan Jennings is just, he wanted a deal. And Ayuk's out. Pearsall's out. He's like, okay, this is my time to shine. Like, everything is going, Kittle's out. Everything is going to go through me. Oh, wait, hold up. Well, he just got here. How are we getting 10 catches for over 100, almost 150 yards? Like, what's going on? And so when you, in essence, try to get a new deal and you don't get it, and you see the starters are out, you feel like, okay, they're going to regret this because I'm really going to ball. And that's not happening right now. He just has to lock in, and wherever the ball goes, it goes. But you got to just lock in and just do your job. The ball's going to come to you.
TJ, I want to set this up accurately. So Schlereth is on with us yesterday, and we're asking him about both this Jauan situation. I also mentioned what's happening in Philly, which from the outside looking in feels like a coaching staff that's now placating upset wide receivers. They're not running the ball, and now they're suddenly losing games because of it. So I mention all of that and put that to Schlereth, and here's what he said, and I'd love your reaction to this.
Receivers are like children. You know, a lot of them, not all of them, but most of them are like the diva ones are like children. One, you're completely dependent. 10 other guys have to do their job exceptionally well for you to sniff a ball. And two, you guys whine and piss and moan if you're not fed. You're just like toddlers. And it's incredible. And like I've said this many times, if you're going to whine and piss and moan, what I would like to do is take you down to one-on-one offensive line versus defensive line and let some defensive tackles put you in a guard and let defensive tackles beat the living piss out of you so that you understand what everybody else has to do for you to sniff a football. It is the ultimate team sport. And that position, to me, is the ultimate dependent in that team sport. We're all dependent on one another doing our jobs, but there's no position that's more dependent on everybody else doing their job than wide receiver. And the fact that you guys don't understand that blows me away. It just absolutely befuddles me.
What do you think of that, TJ?
I agree and disagree. His comment befuddles me also. So we're both befuddled.
Okay.
I'll say this. He's right. But Schlereth was a guard. He depended on a center to help him. So but please believe it. Everybody on the football field needs the guy next to him playing well in order for him to do his job the best way that he possibly can. If the offensive line doesn't block, the quarterback can't do anything. The running back can't do anything. The receiver can't do anything. If the offensive line blocks and the running back misses his protection, it doesn't matter that you did a great job blocking. If the protection is great, the quarterback throws a great ball and the receiver drops it, does it matter? And so football is the ultimate team game. I've played with some offensive linemen that were toddlers, but nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. And the guys that I play with, they know who I'm talking about. I played with O-linemen that were toddlers. They're crybabies. But nobody talks about it. We get the ball as receivers 6 to 10 times a game if you're lucky. There's 60 plays a game. And so the opportunities that you have to make an impact in a game are not very high, the percentages. When you feel like you can impact the game, it bothers you when you're not given an opportunity. And I don't understand why other people on your team don't understand that. Like, if I suck or I'm not helping the team, you don't see the guys that can help the team crying for the ball. They know they're not good enough. It's the good players because they know they can help the team more than they're helping the team. But I will say this. I agree with his comment, but there's toddlers at every position. They just always want to pick on the receivers. I don't know why. I don't know it's because I'm really going to ruffle some feathers with this.
Hey.
We look the best. We built the best. Like everybody want, like I'm just telling you.
Yeah. I mean, us in the DBs, us in the secondary, we built the best, we look the best. And so I don't know what it is, but I done played with some toddlers at offensive line. It don't matter what position you play. There's immaturity at every position. Certain guys show it more than others. I'll say that. But I do agree with Mark to a certain degree. I do. It's kind of like when I drive home in my Honda Civic and I drive by somebody who's maybe in a Porsche or in a Lambo, and I automatically hate them, TJ, because they got a nicer car than me.
Hey, to me, if you want to be built like that, like Mark, I'm gonna give Mark some credit. Like pause after I say this, he's in great shape to be a former offensive lineman. Not good shape. He's in great shape. But there's some of Nick Hardwick, great shape. There's some of these linemen, man, these dudes retire and they bigger than when they played. Or so like the majority of us receivers, I mean, I ain't gained a pound in 20 years. I'm the same weight that I was when I was 20 years old. I'm 48 years old and I got a six-pack. So, I mean, could it be that? I don't know, but we're not all toddlers. We're not all immature. But there's toddlers and immaturity at every position.
Yeah,
that bothers me, though, when they do this because that's a narrative that they always want to paint with the receivers. That is not always the case.
What do you think about – we've talked about Pearsall before. What do you think about the injury bug that seems to keep hitting him? But obviously in between the injuries, man, he looks fantastic.
What's wrong with him right now? What's wrong with him?
It's a knee. It's a PCL.
So it's unfortunate, man. When you're a first-round pick, there's a lot expected out of you immediately. And so he's going to have to figure that out. I can relate to it. I was hurt pretty much my first 3 years, specifically my third year. I didn't play a snap. I missed the entire season. Had some groin and hamstring issues my first 2 years, and then kind of figured out how to train the correct way in the off season, what to do, what not to do. And I was good pretty much from that point on. So he's just going to have to figure out how to get his body ready for the season. And it's a lot of trial and error, especially if you don't have anybody that you can talk to, that you can go train with, that just has that experience of, okay, look, this is what I did. This is what I think you should do. Boom, 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 boom. Like meticulous. Everything in your training is done the right way. You got to spend money to make money. And so, a lot of guys, we don't want to spend no money. How you think you're going to make money? And so put money into you being the best player you can be. You're going to make that money back. And so it's just for him learning how to get ready in the off season. Can't have another injury seasoned like this, because then they're going to start giving up, or they're going to go get other receivers, and now you're on the back burner even though you're a really good player. And so for him, my advice would be try to figure out in the off season what you were doing. That don't work. Don't go back and do that again. You got to figure out an off season training schedule and program that works for you, that can keep you healthy.